Welcome to Free Web News, guys. I'm Rob Harford, and this week you're going to learn that you need to keep your friends close, your family far, far away.
I'm Dave Burrows, and if you think you've got bad luck, maybe.
I'm Jeff Hans, and this week we find out how buttered toast is not a useful tool for revenge. What do we want?
Free Web News!
When do we want it?
Pizza!
Alright.
I'm not a superstitious man. I don't believe in any of that crap about black cats and breaking mirrors. But if I did, I would think Eric Nori has broken every mirror and crossed every black cat in the world.
Eric is a longtime fisherman and has recently survived a shark attack. The gruesome scene left the water around him filled with blood and a chunk missing from his leg.
Eric's father-in-law jumped to the rescue to scare the shark away. A very courageous act considering the circumstances.
As if it wasn't unlucky enough to have a run-in with a hungry shark, Eric has had a string of bad luck that most people wouldn't survive.
Not only has Eric survived a shark bite, but he has also survived being struck by lightning, a rattlesnake bite, and being attacked by monkeys.
I know all of these things can be considered extremely rare and unlucky. But seriously, who survives one, let alone all of these near-death experiences?
Maybe it's like that one Bruce Willis movie where he can't die.
Die Hard?
No, the other one was Samuel L. Jackson.
Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Sure, let's go with that one.
Some people get behind the wheel and are instantly transformed into a rage warrior. The real-life embodiment of the Incredible Hulk, minus all the green. Ronnie Jacobs is one of those people, most recently displaying his talents in a residential neighborhood.
Ronnie likes to drive fast, even when there are kids playing in the street. This did not sit well with the residents of one street in Norfolk, Virginia.
When Ronnie was blasting past a group of kids, neighbors yelled for him to slow down. I guess this caught Ronnie the wrong way because he abruptly made a U-turn. Then he got out of his car and threatened a group with a .45 caliber gun.
An argument escalated to the point of a neighbor struggling with Mr. Jacobs, and eventually a shot was fired.
Ronnie is now facing weapons charges, but not for shooting the neighbor, because he inadvertently shot himself.
I think this is the best case scenario. Hey, Ronnie, leave the kids alone.
Well, Mr. Jacobs, hopefully it will ease your pain to know that you've won the Free BAP Dumbass of the Week award. Be careful with it. We wouldn't want you to hurt yourself.
You don't always see eye to eye with your neighbors. Sometimes that new fence you put up can cause quite a stir. Maybe your choice of 7 broken down cars in your front yard as a lawn ornament isn't that popular.
Oftentimes, these neighbors will take some form of retribution, but all forms of revenge don't have to be elaborate.
An incident in Union, South Carolina is being described by police as malicious damage to property.
Sounds like a pretty big charge. Did they, trash the neighbor's house or something?
Actually, it was what they did to the neighbor's SUV.
Oh, so they probably vandalized it, broke the windows and stuff, right?
You could say that it was a form of vandalism. Christopher Brandon roasted some buttered toast on the window of his neighbor's SUV.
Really? Is that really the best you can do?
This incident was taken seriously as Brandon was taken to jail and then later released on bond.
So that means he has, on his permanent police record, arrested for rubbing buttered toast on an SUV.
And police are estimating the damage to the SUV to be around $1.0.
Can you imagine what it was like in jail? Having the nickname the Buttered Toast Bandit?
With all the butter, I'm surprised he didn't make a slippery getaway.
I think we can all agree that most criminals are pretty stupid, but in Cambridge, Massachusetts, there is an exceptional level of stupidity.
Bike thefts at a Boston area transportation hub were at an all-time high. That is, until a new officer joined the force and decreased thefts by 67%.
The officer works for free and watches over the area 24/7, never even stopping for meals or even bathroom breaks.
How is that possible, you say? The cop is in fact a cardboard cutout of a real-life police officer.
When would-be thieves peek into the bike cage, they're immediately discouraged by the glance at the cop behind the fence.
I'm wondering if this type of thing will catch on. Put a cop on every corner, every store, every dark alley. We don't even have to increase the police force and we can nearly eliminate crime.
Why don't we just throw some cardboard cutouts of Batman and Robin on the streets while we're at it?
Dude, can we?
Sure! And after that, we can do something that might actually work.
Timothy Brewer, better known as TJ to his friends, is a family man and a police deputy. He's just an average hardworking guy. Not too much to look at. And that must have been exactly what his wife was thinking.
After a long day at work, TJ came home to his wife and children. He decided to make a home-cooked meal for the family.
When everyone was finished eating, his wife went upstairs to put the children to bed. Some time passed and one of the kids came back downstairs. Concerned for his wife's whereabouts, TJ went upstairs to his children's room.
When he opened the door, the scene was less than pleasing, as his wife was in bed. but not alone.
Who is this stranger in the night ripping this family apart? None other than TJ's father.
TJ's reaction was completely reasonable. It was best explained to cops when he said that he beat the out of his father.
Even the judge understood his reaction, but he did state that events like this cannot be solved with violence.
Look, I've heard of keeping it in the family, but this is ridiculous. Dad, I know you always said you were going to be there for me, but inside my wife was not one of those places. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Free Bab News. If you have a story of when your family intruded in places they shouldn't have been, leave that story in the comment section below.
If you think revenge is a dish best served with a little bit of butter, hit that like button.
If you don't subscribe to this video within 15 seconds, you're going to be struck by lightning, bitten by a rattlesnake, attacked by a shark, and ravished by monkeys.
To help all your friends save money on home security, make sure to share this video to let them know about cardboard cutout policemen. The camera's this way. I don't know if you knew that. The camera's this way.
When did we start doing that?
We're professionals, Jeffrey, at Free Bab News.